met by chance on a quiet street. Same small talk, same tired feet. You smile like you weren't in a rush. That kind of calm I learned to trust. I used to love like a runaway train, all gas, no brakes, all heart, all pain. You move easy, you move kind, like you got time on your side. You're slow enough for love, fast enough to feel alive. You don't promise me the world, just a place to lay my mind. I've been loud, I've been tough, but you don't need none of that stuff. You're slow enough for love. Coffee nights and vinyl songs, talking about where we came from. You don't ask me who I was, you like me right here just because. Funny how my walls came down when you never tried to knock them out. You're slow enough for love, don't chase, don't pull away. Let tomorrow come when it comes, we're good with just today. I've been lost, I've been rough, but you read me gentle enough. You're slow enough for love. Wild West sky, soft and wide, your hand fits easy into mine. If this is all it ever gets, I won't call it less. Yeah, you're slow enough for love, strong enough to let me breathe. I don't need a grand parade, just you walking next to me. If this town keeps us around, I won't fight what I found. You're slow enough for love. Just two hearts, no push or shove, learning love. Slow enough.
Bleachers hum with borrowed hope, popcorn air and coats pulled close. Band plays loud then fades away. We all believe tonight's the day. Grass still wet from afternoon rain, cleats digging like we feel the weight. Mama waves from row 19. Dad don't smile, but I know what it means. Under Friday night lights, we felt 10 feet tall. Every cheer, every bruise meant something to us all. We weren't just to win and doing right under Friday night lights. I wasn't built for bigger leagues, just fast enough for local dreams. Final whistle, hands held tight. Some of us stayed, some took flight. Funny how the crowd goes quiet when the memory starts to play it. Under Friday night lights, I learned how to stand my ground, lose with grace, win honest in a little hometown. Years roll on, but in my mind the field still shines at night under Friday night lights. Stars come out like they were here. If I could talk to that younger me, I'd say, you're enough, just wait and see. Yeah, under Friday night lights, we grew up fast and slow, found our way in simple things we didn't even know. If life asked who I am tonight, I'll point back to that sight under Friday night lights. Just echoes in a softer bite under Friday night lights. Found a box under broken beams, dust and time and faded dreams. Your handwriting soft and true said, if you're reading this, I still love you. You wrote about the creek out back, fireflies and railroad tracks. Said the world's big but hearts are small, and some goodbyes ain't final at all. In a letter in the attic, yellow lines and honest scars. You knew me better than I did before I chased those distant stars. I folded hope between the lines, left it there for me to find. In a letter in the attic, you said, don't rush what needs its time. Love grows slow like old grapevines. I laughed back then, I ran instead. Now your words are in my head. Funny how the truth stays kind, waiting on the right goodbye. In a letter in the attic, every word still feels alive. You held tomorrow in your hands, trusted me to survive. I've been gone, I've been lost, paid the price and counted costs for that letter in the attic. Wild west sun through attic dust turns regret to golden trust. If I could answer, I would say I finally hear you today. Yeah, that letter in the attic brought me home without a sound, taught me love don't beg or chase, it waits where it was found. If I leave again tonight, I'll take your wisdom for the ride, from that letter in the attic. Just old words, a quieter view, and a heart that finally knew. There's an empty house on Cedar Street, paint chipped, then door won't greet. Every step on the wooden floor sounds like echoes from before. My name's still carved behind that door, from a boy I ain't anymore. Ceiling fan hums a tired tune, like it's waiting on June. In this empty house on Cedar Street, every room remembers me. Walls still hold what we couldn't keep, love, laughter, broken dreams. I walked the world, I found my truth, but part of me stayed stuck in youth, in that empty house on Cedar Street. Mama's Bible on the nightstand, Dad's old coat where he once stood, dust on frames of family smiles, frozen there for all this time. Funny how silence gets so loud when there's nobody else around. In this empty house on Cedar Street, I hear voices soft and sweet. Sunday dinner, cheap cologne, things you miss when you're gone. I chase the road, I chase release, but home don't ever truly leave. That empty house on Cedar Street. Wild west sun through broken blinds, painting gold on lost goodbyes. If these walls could talk, I swear they'd say, boy, you're still welcome here. Yeah, this empty house on Cedar Street taught me loss ain't always grief. Sometimes it's love that learned to sleep, waiting patiently. If I lock the door and drive away, I'll take this piece with me, from that empty house on Cedar Street. Just dust, old light, and memory on Cedar Street. road sign leaning, paint worn thin, still says welcome like it always did. The same old town, but it feels brand new. Guess time changed me more than you. That old school bell don't ring no more. Windows dusty, locker doors. I can hear my younger self laughing loud, nothing else. Back when the town was quiet and dreams were small but real. Friday nights under porch light fires, living on hope and cheap gas wheels. I've seen the world, I've felt the noise, but peace was back before the choices. Back when the town was quiet. Mama's house still smells like pine, same old clock still losing time. She says, boy, you look tired now. I just smile, don't know how. Some things fade, some remain, like the sound of distant trains. Back when the town was quiet and love was easy to feel. Barefoot roads and borrowed silence, nothing fake, nothing sealed. I chase the lights, I chase the flame, but calm don't call you by your name. Like when the town was quiet. Wild west sky turning blue and gold, empty streets, stories untold. If I could stop this ticking clock, I'd stay right here and never walk. Yeah, back when the town was quiet, I knew exactly who I was. Before the scars, before the miles, before I learned how fast life runs. If I leave again, I swear I'll try to remember this soft goodbye. Back when the town was quiet. Just a man, a memory, in a town that still remembers me. Parking lot's empty, lights buzz low. Same old school, but we've outgrown. I turn the key, let the engine hum. Another chapter finally done. Your laugh still echoes in my head. Not what we were, just what we said. No loose ends pulling me back, just memories riding in the back. Driving home after midnight, windows down, radio low. I'm not missing what we used to be, just glad I got to know. Every mile feels lighter now, like I said something free somehow. Driving home
after midnight. Town signs fade in the rearview glass. Some things stay, some things pass. I don't need answers anymore, just this road and nothing more. Funny how closure don't make a sound, it just shows up when you're driving out. Driving home after midnight, stars feel closer than before. I'm not lonely, I'm just quiet, and quiet feels like home. If tomorrow asks me how, I finally let it all settle down. I was driving home after midnight, driving home after midnight. Wild West moon, pale and white, keeping steady by my side. If I ever doubt my ground, I remember this right out. Yeah, driving home after midnight, I made peace with every mile. Thank the past for what it was, let it rest and let it smile. Headlights cut a simple line through a calmer state of mind. Driving home after midnight, just a road, a softer side. Driving home after midnight. Keys turn slow, engine sighs, sun hangs low in western skies. Bench seat torn, radio hums, still gets me where I'm going from. That dust road don't judge my speed, knows my past, still lets me lead. Every mile feels earned, not rushed, just tire tracks and country trust. On a dust road and an old pickup, I learned who I was growing up. No fast lane, no polished luck, just try again when it gets tough. I've driven greens, I've driven down, turned some nights around somehow on a dust road. And an old pickup, tailgate toss, and sunset light, laughing hard on borrowed time. Some folks left, some stayed put, all of us changed, yeah, every bit.
Funny how the simplest ride takes you deep inside. On a dust road in an old pickup, life don't hurry, it just shows up. You learn patience, learn enough when the road is rough. If I ever lose my way, I know exactly what I'll say. Put me back on a dust road in that old pickup. Wild west sky, wide and clear, every answer feels right here. If tomorrow asks me why, I'll point to the road and smile. Yeah, a dust road in an old pickup still feels like freedom to me. No big city shining stuff, just honest miles and memory. If this world gets loud and stuck, I'll turn back to what I trust, a dust road and an old pickup. Just gravel, wind, and a little luck, a dust road and an old pickup.
Front porch light cuts through the cold. Same old steps, same welcome home. Mama's laugh from the kitchen door smells like love and something warm. Dad asked about the miles I drove, nods like he already knows. Nothing fancy, nothing new, just glad I finally made it through. I'm home for the holidays, where time don't rush my name. Every worry takes a break at this familiar place. I've been gone, I've been away, but some things never change. I'm home for the holidays. Boxes out from the attic floor, stories we've all heard before. Same old jokes, same old chair, I fit right back like I never left there. Funny how the heart behaves when it knows it's safe. I'm home for the holidays, windows fall, fireplace. We don't talk about mistakes, we just pass the plates. If tomorrow pulls me away, I'll carry this warmth for days. I'm home for the holidays. Wild west sky, winter clear, stars feel closer every year. If I needed proof of grace, it's written on these faces. Yeah, I'm home for the holidays, where love don't ask or wait. I don't need much more than this to set my soul straight. When the road calls me again, I'll leave lighter than I came, 'cause I was home for the holidays. Just a table, laughs and graves. Home for the holidays. Boxes stacked by the front door, keys don't jingle like before. Sunset bleeding through the blinds, last good look at borrowed time. Photographs and cardboard skin, every smile I once lived in. I ain't mad, I ain't proud, just quieter now. One last drive out of this town, no tears are left to let me down. I gave this place my younger years, it gave me scars and souvenirs. I'll roll the window and breathe it out, wave slow at what was then and now. One last drive out. That old road hums beneath my wheels like it knows exactly how I feel. Every mile loosens the weight of staying longer than my fate. Funny how goodbye feels right when you finally stop the fight. One last drive out of this town, stars come early, sun goes down. I loved you hard, I loved you true, but loving don't mean staying too. I'll carry peace, not fear or doubt, in this one last drive out. Wild west sky, wide and clear, feels like freedom, not fear. If home's a voice inside my chest, and I've been listening my best. Yeah, one last drive out of this town, I ain't lost, I'm just unbound. If I look back, it's just to say thanks for shaping me this way. Headlights on, no turning round, just a man in open ground. One last drive out. Dust settles, engine hums, I'm gone, but I've become